Hey, we're live now. Hi.
Holy shit.
We've been doing a show for like 15 minutes without you guys.
Yeah, we're done with the show.
Yeah, we finished,
did the
guys.
whole show.
We recorded it. You have to listen to it later. No, OBS last week when I
Yeah.
did, or 2 weeks ago when we did it, I had to start streaming on OBS and it was like boom, and it started us. And now I had to manually go onto YouTube, and OBS is such a pain in the ass. But I mean, it gives you
Wow.
way more freedom than StreamYard does. Way more freedom. Like you can't have cool backgrounds and have the chat on the screen and all that kind of crap with StreamYard. So, and it costs a lot less, meaning it costs $0.
A lot less.
So, and
we get that subscriber count up.
Yeah, in this, when until we're actually making some money on here, this is what we got to do. Man, that was really dumb. They said we were on mute, but I don't think we're on mute. I think YouTube just wasn't streaming it. So,
Holy cow!
So okay, now I'm seeing in the chat. Are they taking the Forbidden Door? Are we here? Because it's saying concurrent viewers 26. You just have to rewind and start over. Okay,
right.
Yeah. They know we're here. They know we're here.
Okay.
So yeah, I was talking about the drugs that I was on. Our mics are low. Your volume's low. The mics.
Yeah, start all over.
The mics are all the way up. I literally can't turn the mics up any louder. So if we're low,
let me see what I got here.
That's on y'all's. I don't think I can.
Damn, maybe I have to yell the entire time.
I don't know. You sound like you did before on the other mic. I don't know, but yeah, we're at full volume here. I don't really know how I can get much louder, but yeah. So I was in the hospital as we were talking about before. The people are saying mics are fine. That's just you, Mike Glass. You turn your volume up. We're good. They said we can't super chat. Do you have the link in the description? We have a.
Oh, I don't. See,
See.
We do have one, but yeah. See.
If you go,
my fault, guys.
It's on the other one. I mean, you could probably still throw it in there if you want to. People might have to refresh the stream, but if you go down, or you can put it in the chat, I suppose.
Same with me. I may have to refresh the stream as well. So I'm afraid to do it with all the problems that we've had tonight.
Do you have the link still, or do you want me to find the link for you and send it to you? I can do that, or I could just put the link in the chat. Oh, there you go. Wow. Woo.
Please.
You just came up. You just came in hot. I liked it. Yeah. Let me pull up that. You vamp.
Discord just complete.
What's that? Awful's dead. So
I was saying Discord was giving me problems. I'm not dead. Am I dead?
No. For a second, you dropped out, but I think you're fine now. Let me pull up that. I'll get that tip thing for you if you guys want it. I don't know why you'd want it right now. We're kind of crappy,
right.
But let's see here. Copy. And I'm going to paste this right into
but that's all right.
Chat. What's that? There you go. There's the link, everybody. Okay, so, yeah, I was in the hospital. I got 40 milligrams of steroids a day, and I'm going through that for a week, and then I'm down
Say
to
a thing,
30.
this. Awesome. Thank you very much.
I got a booming tweet yesterday with the Tony Khan running incident. I need to know background to that. So I asked my friend in the business about what that Tony Khan running situation was. The ridiculous. You know what I'm talking about, Awful? Where he's just like running backstage. He looks like a child. Like he looks like the nerdy kid in like grade school who got tired of the bullies stealing stuff from him and was just like, I'm not gonna take it anymore, instead of running after him.
Tony Khan breaking the sound barrier.
He's so fast. And so I was trying to figure out what it was. Yeah, like Beard posted what I said. It was he's running to 3 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. But I what was? Oh yeah. So I asked him what was going on. He works in the company.
The entire mean mug face and everything. It was ridiculous.
So I asked what it was about. I'm like, was this a story? Was there something that we missed? Was there a story going on? Something like that? He goes, no, he was just late. He needed to be in his chair in Gorilla, and he wasn't there, and he was just running as fast as he could to get to the chair in Gorilla. So it was real. Like, that was a shoot run. That wasn't like a work, like a fun storyline. Oh, I'm doing something for the fans. Nope. He was actually late to get to the chair before the show started. So, oh, Tony Khan. And we have that video of Tony Khan and Taz. I want to get your thoughts on that, though. Okay, so Taz came out and said, like, hey, guys, I didn't even want to be on TV. I thought, he said, I think that I wanted to give you're choppy again. He said, I want to give the time on TV to the young guys, the guys that need the exposure, not some old fart like me, right? And then,
of course.
And Dave Meltzer was like, well, I think us as fans would have liked to seen it, and he's like,
everything that Tony Khan does is absolutely legit.
Right. So he go, so Dave was like, and then Taz came back and said that he's like, well, I think it was nice that they actually respected my wishes and gave me what I wanted. And Dave was like trying to tell Taz that he was wrong for not wanting to do it on TV. But here's my, and then I heard Bully Ray's take on it, and Bully Ray's take was that it was disrespectful to Taz, and he kind of implied a little bit that maybe Taz was just being a company man with that statement, right? Like he would have liked it to be on TV, but because he was trying to be the company guy, and Tony needed more time for something, so Taz took himself out. You know what my theory is, though?
I think the theory should be that Tony Khan, or excuse me, that Taz was a little too embarrassed to have his, homage paid by AEW in any sort of way.
Yes. I think my theory is that Taz does not want his legacy to be on TV and being handled by Tony Khan, because Tony Khan has never handled anything well. And Taz,
exactly.
I don't know this for a fact. This is all speculation. But if I had to guess, I don't think Taz is very happy that Hook is sticking around in AEW. That as a father, he would rather him go to WWE and actually like have a chance at being successful, and that was on the table. And then Tony showed up and goes, what if I gave you a lot of money? And Taz was like,
right,
so what do you do in that situation? Awful. You're a father, and not somebody not around the age of Hook, right? I mean, that's around that age. What would you do in that situation? Your daughter comes to you and you're like, it's like they're on one side, you got, growth.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, I would have definitely.
Awful died. Aewful did die that time. You went bye-bye. Aewful is gone.
I might have latency problems, my friend. I'm not really sure, but I'll answer the question. Did I die?
Now you're good. Now you're good. I hear you. I think your internet might be kind of sloppy tonight.
Now.
What? What?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What would you do?
All right. Well, just yeah, we're suffering from a storm. But maybe can you hear me now?
I mean, you're choppy. That's what it's going to be. We got $4.20 from you and Cumia. Thank you very much, you and Cumia, especially for
You highly suggest that they go to NXT. I don't know why Taz told Hook, like, it's your decision. You kids some decisions. You tell your kid that you want him going to NXT as quickly as possible.
Okay, and I get it, right? I get it. But I do see a situation where if he is offered enough money...
Wow. Thank you, Ewan. Yeah, this will go, obviously, towards better equipment. What the hell? I'm not sure what's going on tonight.
So I understand that. Thought.
Everything is as set up as it was on Tuesday.
Yeah, I understand that thought. I understand the idea that you want your kid to go to the place where they have the best chance to succeed. I understand pushing them in that direction, but I also understand the idea that if your kid is offered that kind of money, right? Like if your kid is offered so much more money than you could have ever imagined having at that age. It's not just being like, dude, I would say go to NXT, but I can't. How can you tell your kid to turn down high 6 figures, maybe even low 7 figures, you know? And Tony would absolutely give him that kind of money to keep him out of WWE. 100% would. Don't tell me he wouldn't. So I don't like it. I mean, it's none of my business, honestly. He's not my kid. I think Hook would do great in NXT, though. I think the kid has a ton of potential. I think AEW has no idea how to use him. That kid, I get the idea that he wants to be like a shooter, tough guy, but he's a pretty boy, man. And when you're a wrestler, and why would you take like Paul Roma and turn him into Ken Shamrock? You know, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, take that kid, put him on Instagram, make him the heartthrob. Wrestling has been lacking heartthrobs for the past 15 years or so, since Jeff Hardy. Probably has there been any since Jeff Hardy? Like really kind of like girls screaming type stuff?
Jey Uso might be the closest thing right now.
Yeah, I mean that's more girls. I mean that's more kids than I would say like girls. You know, like Jeff Hardy used to.
Oh, you know what? Rhea Ripley. How about that?
Yeah, yeah, Rhea Ripley. That's actually kind of close. But that's what I mean, though. There hasn't been that. And it's in an age when that's so easy to do. It is so easy to make these guys like I said, just put Hook on Instagram. Have him take a bunch of, have a shirt off and do whatever, and he'll get millions of followers on there. He could be a legitimate.
He's got to bulk up. He's got to work the shoulders a little bit there.
But there is a large audience of teen girls that will come out and watch wrestling if you put the right people in front of them, and they don't have to bulk up.
You think that person is Hook? I
think that person is Hook. I don't think it's Nick Wayne. Or any, I don't think it's Powerhouse Hobbs. I think Hook could do it. I think Hook has the kind of the bad boy thing going on, and he's got the look. He's got it, man. But they just don't know. This is stuff that like even Bill Watts would have gone crazy for that. You know what I mean? Like it's that kind.
I only laugh because Hook is so tiny.
He is
compared to the people that he's going to be running into in an NXT. He looks very safe facing up against Real Yuta.
Okay.
But when he goes up against some big people, it's going to be a little tough. He can't be pulling off the Rey Mysterio act, as a little tough guy.
Right now I'm specifically talking about what AEW should do with Hook. If he went to NXT, he'd have to bulk up. He wouldn't have a choice but to bulk up. Because you can't have that guy, especially with his wrestling style, you can't have him like Dragunov gets away with it, but it's because Dragunov is such a dynamic performer that you can't ignore it.
But he's a little pit bull.
He's right. There's guys that can get away with it because it's part of who they are. Dragunov is like this might sound controversial, but I think Dragunov is probably like a more intense, better Daniel Bryan. A little bit in terms of his style and.
I think that's a lateral pass there, Dis.
You think it's about the same?
Yeah, it's about the same.
I mean, that's nothing wrong with
Because-
being the same. By the way, Daniel Bryan is a fine bar to be at. He had a very successful
Sure.
career, you know. So
He's at the bar and catering right now.
he should be at the bar at the old folks' home, is where he should be.
Yeah.
With Raven, poor Raven.
Can't get his wife work right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and poor Raven. Oh, you talk a little bit about what that situation was, because I thought that you and Kev were a little off base.
I don't think
with,
I am, dude.
your-
have you
your
ever?
theory-
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to pull? Can you want to search for the video? And maybe pull it up. We could play it real quick.
Yeah, I'll look for it.
It was on.
Yeah, I'll see
It's
if I
a
can look for it.
major wrestling podcast thing. Because I don't think that's something we're gonna. It's in the group chat, the TTW one. If you want to go check there. But
It's in the chat.
yeah. But yeah. While you're doing that,
Talk. Give
I'll-
a little context.
yeah. So the argument. Well, I wouldn't say an argument, but Raven. I want people to go into this clip understanding that Raven has diagnosed dementia. Like diagnosed. Raven has CTE.
That's not an argument.
Raven has severe brain damage. He has not only from getting hit in the head, not only from concussions, but also from.
I think you kind of. I
Rampant
think you
drug
kind of
use?
take it away from that now.
What do you mean? What do you mean I take away from that? See, Aewful keeps dying. What do you want me to do, guys? I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna try, but I can't do much. But yeah, that guy has so Raven, not Maven. We're not talking about Maven. We're talking about Raven.
Am I back?
You're back. Yeah, you're back. Yeah, I can
Okay,
tell.
so what I was saying is that when you're pretexting, see, I looked at it from a completely different angle. I looked at the Raven video in which he is retelling a story about Raven was talking about there was a third guy in a WWE act. What was the act?
He was talking about the Major Brothers.
Okay, yes, and of course Raven was trying to remember Matt Cordona's character, Zack Ryder, and in that conversation, Raven said that he got over on a YouTube channel and New York still didn't, give him a push. And the guys laughed and laughed and laughed. And damn, I don't want to look for the goddamn clip because it fucks up my computer for some stupid reason.
That's fine.
So yeah, you guys had a different approach to it. You guys knew that Raven had CTE. He's had all these issues mentally and I guess physically. And I didn't see it that way. I thought that Raven was making fun of Zack Ryder and how nobody knows who the fuck Zack Ryder is, despite him having a big time YouTube channel and despite him not being pushed by New York.
Right. And you know what? That's fine.
Explain your position.
Right. And that's fine for you to think that going in and watching it because you aren't sitting there like, okay, if you're going to.
I didn't know.
Yeah. If you're going to interview Raven, right? You should probably understand his situation. Tommy Dreamer has gone on shows and cried about the damage that he's done to Raven over the years and about what it cost him. So when you see, and this is also coming from someone, by the way, whom I grew up with a grandmother with dementia, right? So it's one of those things that when you see it, it's like alcoholism, right? Like when you grow up around alcoholics and you see an alcoholic, you know an alcoholic, right? It's just you can tell right off the bat. And when I'm sitting there watching Raven holding a microphone and shaking, and his eyes just glossed over, and he doesn't even look like he's there, and you have these three guys going like, and these three guys sitting there laughing at him. You have the Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder and whoever the other guy was. I don't remember who it was. And they're just cracking up, thinking it's the most hilarious thing in the world. And this guy who, like I said, is so bad that he can barely. He's had. Go listen to his interview with Dutch. He did an interview on Dutch's show, and he couldn't remember details about matches that he had talked about for years in shoot interviews.
Right.
He couldn't remember full storylines from ECW. He barely remembered his WWE run at all, and he's just. To see these guys not only laugh at him, but then take the clip.
That's the whole thing there, Dis. I didn't think that they were laughing at him. I think that they were you
just think
they were putting the No, I just think that they were laughing at Matt Cardona, one of their co-hosts, because it's probably another story told by I said this in the chat. It's like another story told by a superstar regales us a story about how Matt Cardona somehow, some way, isn't over with anybody.
Right.
That's how I took it.
Right, and
That's how I saw it.
Okay, in any other context, if this was anybody else in the world and that happened, I'd be right there with you, right? But
okay,
like it's not when it'd be funny if it would be funny if it was an actual mistake. But the fact that it's not an actual mistake, most likely, in my eyes, from what I saw, it did not look like that was a real mistake. That looked like this man literally just has no memory like that anymore. And you're doing a interview with him to promote a documentary that is partially about his descent into dementia and how he got dementia, and it's supposed to be like a kind of a warning to wrestlers now about how you should take better care of yourself and not take the risks he did. I get that it's funny and you want to bag on your friend who's sitting there next to you and you think it's funny that they don't remember him, but
right.
And I get it, and I totally get it, but it's just so mean-spirited. And then to take the clip and to meme it and to put it on the internet and to put it on they posted it like 3 times, and then Matt Cardona went out and talked about it. And it's just like,
what did he about it before I go on and make ignorant comments?
He didn't. No, they don't. They never referenced it. No one will reference it. No one is willing to come out.
But isn't that
what?
Why should it be referenced? That's my whole thing. Like, I looked at, I think it's the fact that because you can see this angle from both sides, very polarizing, differing opinions, I don't think it should be brought up. I think let the humor stand as it is. I thought the damn thing was hilarious.
Here's what I see. It would be. Here's what I would do.
I get where you're coming from, by the way. I'm not disparaging anything that you've said.
But
I'm just letting you know,
here's what I would do. It's a funny moment on a podcast. You're a bunch of friends. You sit around and laugh about it. People heard about it on air. That's fine. Maybe don't make it the entire. When was the last time you saw a clip of the major wrestling podcast before that?
Very rarely.
Right. It's been what? It has to have been a year at least, right? When was the last? What
was the last thing we saw? Yeah, really.
Yeah.
What was viral then?
I think when they had Hornswoggle on. I think there was something with Hornswoggle.
I thought it might have been the Conan doll.
Oh, it might have been the Conan doll too. Oh, yeah. That's right. They were doing the bad wrestling figures. But okay, so there you go. That's the last time you heard any. So they used this and clipped it out and put it on Twitter and made it viral. And then Matt Cardona did it, and then Kurt Hawkins did it, and then the other guy did it, and then it's like let the moment happen. Think it's funny, no problem. Get it right. Let it go. Don't make that, because now you're just drawing attention. If you're Raven at this point, isn't it embarrassing? Like, if in your head you really didn't realize who he was, and now the biggest clip that came out of this entire press tour, because he's been on Busted Open, he's been on Dutch's show, he's been on a whole bunch of other shows, and the only clip that's going around is the one where he couldn't remember who Zack Ryder was.
The only clip that we've seen there might be many more, and people have blocked us or we've blocked them, and who knows what could be out there. But the fact of the matter is that while I do understand your sentiment and Kev's sentiment on the whole damn thing, I just it's locker room humor, and I didn't think that. I kind of noticed what you're talking about maybe in the last maybe 10 seconds of the video where Raven's kind of like looking around like, oh, what?
Right.
That just goes to show I haven't watched in a long time and all that. But other than that, I just saw it as another superstar busting the balls of Matt Cardona because he worked so goddamn hard to try to get over professional wrestling, only to be hosting a podcast in which he's got the Great Raven on there, busting his balls.
See, and I get that. I guess have you okay? Having been
See the chat.
through
Is
it.
this crying right now?
Is that what the chat's asking? Is that what the chat?
I don't know. No. I'm asking that. I want to know what the chat thinks.
I'm not. No, I having gone
The video
through,
would clear up a lot of things. We're talking about,
yeah.
you know,
I mean, if you give me a second, I'll pull it up here.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Let's pull it up. Can you vamp for a minute while I grab it?
Certainly. So let me just recap the positions. This video that you're going to see, this is pulling up, I believe, is a lighthearted, humorous video in which Raven is busting Matt Cardona's balls. This, on the other hand, believes that the video is kind of a pathetic attempt of making Raven look bad and highlighting or exposing his.
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
I will go ahead.
I don't think that they're doing it on purpose. I think they don't care.
Because I don't think it's an issue. But go on and play the video, please.
So but it'd be way easier to get to this if the chat wasn't filled with videos from Disney World that Marv kept sending.
Right. Shout out, Marv.
Okay. I do have it. So let me pull this up, and then I have to go to actually.
Thank you for listening, everybody. I know we're having a hard time, but yeah, trust me, in time it will get better.
Yeah, this is a freak incident here. So let me pull this up, and then we go. I have to make a new thing, and then we have to go here. You're gonna hear me do it exactly. So we're gonna do window capture. We're gonna do okay. I'm gonna go select window to capture, and we got here. All right, and that should be up for anyone who wants to see it now. And then I might have to mess around with. Yeah, it's not great. Oh, I hate this crap. Okay, let's go here and here. Bring this down a little bit. See if that helps. Scroll it. I'll just make it big.
We need to have like the social network music playing in the background.
How's that looking, guys?
Let's find out. I mean,
let's see here. I think. Nope, that didn't work at all. Okay, well, you know what? Screw it. I'm not doing this. We'll maybe I can just get the audio here. Maybe that'll work. Close that, and then we will just do audio. How's that?
Yeah, I mean, really, you're not missing anything visually.
It doesn't work with the audio because you have to see the shaking. You have to see the shaking. It does not.
But the shaking prominent.
What? Here, I said
the shaking isn't prominent.
It is prominent. Are you crazy? Let's see if this works.
It kind of buttresses your point, but it's not prominent in the video. You're really looking out for it. Yeah, if you're looking for shaky hands, you'll find it in the video. But if you're looking for a lighthearted story...
Let's see if this works here. I think that worked. I mean, that works better. That's the best we're going to get. Okay, so let's do this here.
Okay.
Let me go here.
Now, this is not playing in the...
Unmute it.
The private.
Can you guys hear it? No, they can't hear it. This is a shit show, guys. I apologize.
Turn it up.
No, it's just not. The audio's not coming through.
Okay.
So forget it.
Yeah. Well, I think we painted a good enough story or nice enough picture so that they can understand it. But it is on YouTube. It's on. It's all over Twitter. Just look up, Raven's story about Matt Cardona.
Yeah,
and you'll see exactly what we're talking about.
I will have this better. Like I said, this is a very last minute situation. I got to the hospital Tuesday night. And then I was spending all day today and yesterday getting school stuff for Max. By the way, homeschool kind of cool, man. I gotta say, I didn't think I was
okay.
I didn't think I was.
What's your experience so far?
Okay, so yesterday we did. There was the first homeschool group meeting, and they went and played capture the flag, and Max was worried because he thought he wasn't going to be athletic enough, and then I showed him a picture of all the kids, and they had their pants pulled up to their nipples, and I'm like, I think you're going to be fine, Max. They were
dressed themselves.
Yeah. But yeah, it was fun. But yeah, I've been dealing with all that, but we will, and also Marv's going to want that for Tuesday, so we'll have that on Tuesday if you want to see it. And then next week, I'm going to have specific stuff pulled. Do you want to talk about what we're going to be, the new segment we're going to be doing next week?
This week, yeah, we're going to be recapping the news in all of professional wrestling, but it'll be done in a very humorous way.
I hope
so. With the great writing of AEW Disciplinary Committee and, of course, AEW Netbeards.
Of course.
We hope to give you some great factual news with some comedic insight, as only we can do.
Okay, you know what? I might.
How was that for a promo?
I might be able to. I think I got this. I think I got it, dude.
All right.
Because you know.
I'm glad we vamped long enough. Right. Go ahead.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share this screen here, and I'm going to do this here, and I'm going to do this here.
If anything's working. Oh, how about this?
Do that here.
Keep going.
I'm going to go that here.
You're getting here? Okay. There we go.
Now watch Raven's eyes. Look at his microphone. Look at him. He looks embarrassed. I don't know, dude.
Knows how much I watch.
I don't know. I mean, I get it where you can not think that, right? And I wish I had that perspective. I wish I could still be
watch it one more time.
Oh, I took
watch it one more again.
They can watch it. I'm gonna go through all that again. But they said they can't see anything. How can they say what the heck happened? How could you not see that?
That's okay. That's all right.
Oh, you know what it was? It was YouTube. YouTube blocks that crap. Does YouTube block that when I share it on Discord? For real? YouTube blocks it when I share it on Discord. No way. No way, YouTube. Because you saw it, right?
Oh, crazy.
You saw it, right? Awful?
I did see it.
Yeah, you saw it. I saw it. It was on the screen.
I did see it.
It was on, even on OBS it showed it.
I did.
On OBS it showed it, dude. This is a shit show. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize for tonight. We were going to do the Taz video too, but I don't know. You want to try to pull that one up and do your internet messes it. We want to try though anyway? See what happens?
Who am I?
Yeah.
Right, I'll give it a shot. Yeah. I'll give it a shot.
So the other one is the Taz Tony Khan video. We'll go through. I think we're going to cut this off early tonight. I think this is going downhill quick.
It gets
what? I feel so bad. Let me tell you guys what happened today. So I guess around 5:00, I got confirmation from you that we were doing the show tonight, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. No big deal. So I go on, I get everything on OBS set up. I get all the stream elements set up. I get on your YouTube channel. Everything's going good. I check my mic. Everything's going good. I'm like, you know what? We finished. And then right when I finished that up, Max finished his homeschool. We were done with that. I made chicken fried steak for dinner. by the way, because I have a lot of energy right now, so I had enough energy to make chicken fried steak for dinner. So I made some chicken fried steak. We had that. It was so good. Everything went perfect. And then after around 7 o'clock, Max wanted to play some video games. We played some Vampire Survivors. Had a great day. And then Aewful gets on, and Aewful messaged me, and he goes, "Hey, can you? I'm on whenever you're ready." And it was like 9:15. I'm like, "Wow, Aewful's on early. What a great night." So I get on and I pop open OBS and I hit the button to load up Stream Elements. Network card error. I'm like, you're fucking kidding me. And I turn so I go and I restart my computer. All of the settings are lost at that point. And yes, by the way, yes, with mashed potatoes, pepper gravy, all that. You know how that works. Thank you, LK. I'm glad you recognize. So I restarted the computer, and I got the little globe in the bottom of the screen instead of the connection where it said, instead of saying it was connected. And I went there and I hit troubleshoot, and it said DNS error. So the first time it was a network card error, and the second time it was a DNS error. So I restarted my router, and the whole time I'm messaging Aewful like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. This is really pissing me off. So I go up there and I reset the router, and then I reset the computer again, and then it popped back up, and it worked for a second, and I got really excited. And then as soon as I opened OBS, it crashed again. So we're talking at this point, it is like 9:40. It's 15 minutes before we're supposed to go on, 10:45 Eastern, and everything is just blowing up. And so I restarted the computer one more time, and then I went upstairs and manually restarted the router, and I turned it on, and it came on, and the first thing it said was DNS error. I'm like, no, this isn't it. So I grabbed my phone to message Aewful, and then it just snapped on somehow. So God wanted us to be here tonight. I don't know why, because the way this has been going. And then also earlier in the night we were going to do the jokes. We were going to
praise the Lord.
we were going to do the jokes for the weekend update deal, and we got like 3 jokes in, and I mean the jokes were okay, but they were definitely jokes that were written in 20 minutes. Am I wrong? Aewful. I mean, you can read them. You want to read them? See what people think? See if I'm wrong? See if you're wrong? Aewful died. I'll read him, unless he doesn't want me to. Aewful. Why is see? This is what I mean. And now Aewful's having a storm, so his internet keeps going out.
I would hate to be, to actually die one of these days. Ah, damn it. Yes. So here's what's happening on my end. It seems like after maybe 5 minutes, I start to have a delay, and like when I'm speaking to you, it comes up too late. I don't know how that's happening. I'm just going to try to keep it as I don't know what's going on.
That's stormy internet. That's the problem there. I can tell you that. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
And Lisa, not Lisa, Erica, who I believe is in your neck of the woods.
As far as reading the jokes, yeah, please.
Okay, I'll bring them up.
Uh-huh.
You probably have better delivery. You want me to do it, or
we will judge these? Okay. Well, you do. All right. Which ones do you want us to do? All 3 of them, I guess.
Let's see. Do all 3 of them.
All right. Okay. Don't kill us, because these were written in tandem, by committee,
and in about 20 minutes. Remember, that's really.
Select is reporting that there has been no talk of Vince McMahon returning to the WWE in any capacity. Yes. Now you're delaying me. That's crazy.
No. Dude, I haven't talked in 30 seconds.
Fightful Select is reporting that there has been no talk of Vince McMahon returning to WWE in any capacity at this point, and have no desire. What the hell? Uh-oh. Man down. This is
Awful is
a
hearing
train
me.
wreck here.
Awful is
What
hearing.
is going on?
Awful is hearing me 30 seconds after I talk.
I can't even get through the first fucking joke.
This is so funny. Awful wrestling. Can you hear? You can't hear. He's gonna come in 30. Watch. This is gonna happen. This is fun, guys. If you have any questions for
Yeah,
future,
I don't understand this.
If you have any questions for
What is
future Awful,
happening?
let me know, and I'll give it to future Awful.
All right, so I'm gonna blow.
All right, stop. I'm doing it. I'll do the jokes. All right. Let's see here. Joke for news. Okay. Fightful Select is reporting that there has been no talk of Vince McMahon returning to the WWE in any capacity
I
at
can
this
hear
point,
you now.
and have no desire to bring him back. Also not returning to the company, Andre the Giant and Chris Benoit. That's pretty good. In a recent interview, Ricochet said Rey Mysterio once told him that Eddie Guerrero would love to wrestle Ricochet in a match. But between you and me, I think Eddie Guerrero would love to wrestle anyone at this point. That was pretty
We're going to plow through these jokes, and then we're going to end this show on a high note.
Last night's AEW Dynamite scored the second lowest rating in its 6-year history, watched only by 472,000 viewers. This, of course, was Labor Day weekend, which may have contributed to low viewership. Actually, probably not true. AEW fans don't celebrate Labor Day because none of them work. And there you go. Dude. That's the show, guys. Erica said that I have the delivery of a 1940s radio host. So what I want to do with that segment, I'm gonna vamp for a little bit until Awful and see if Awful ever catches up. What we want to do with that segment is, my idea is, I think that should be the top of the show. I want. Awful just heard the punchline from the joke. So I want to do that segment at the top of the show. That'll be like the introduction to the show, maybe 5 to 10 jokes, depending on what we can get in there. I want visuals. I want audio cues. I want videos to go with it. Basically, I think like Norm Macdonald Weekend Update is kind of the inspiration there. So if anybody has any suggestions, or if that's one thing, what I think we need to do also is that I'm going to set up on the Discord, which if somebody wants to make an invite link and post it in here, if not, I'll post it. Maybe I'll throw it on my Twitter here in a little bit. But on the Discord, I'm going to make a section for This Is Awful, and any suggestions that you have for the show, or anything you think we should cover, or any funny stories that you hear that we should cover, absolutely, we would love to hear that. We're going to be more of a topic-based conversation type show, and and bits. I do like bits, but not so much the broken up into, we're going to talk about this right now, and then we're going to talk about this right now, and then we're going to talk about this right now. Super chats. I just kind of want to be more laid back, and that's what Awful wants to. I'm not just speaking for me, but Awful is in the future or the past right now. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to say, Awful, start talking, and we're going to see how long it takes him to get there. So, Awful, start talking. Nothing.
Yeah.
There he goes. 15 seconds, sir. 15-second delay. For those in the chat, Mike Glass, this is not a StreamYard issue. This is
Awful.
There he goes.
Love having casual conversation.
Mike Glass, this is not an OBS issue or a Discord issue. I know you don't like Discord, but that's not the problem here. The problem.
Started talking.
The problem is that Awful is in a
and I've been talking, hopefully not over you.
The problem is that Awful is
To
in.
me, it sounds like I'm talking over you. So it's kind of regular night at tuning wrestling when I think
Awful is in a rainstorm right now, and he's trying to do it with terrible internet. There's nothing we can do about that. In the future, we will probably try to figure out a backup plan on what we can do in case there is a storm. Maybe we'll have somebody maybe, you know what? Maybe we'll talk to like John or MJ or something and have them ready to go in case we need someone to jump in and help us out in case the internet goes down. But yeah, or you know what? I don't mind doing shows by myself. I could pull a Phil and just sit here and talk to y'all if you wanted me to. But I don't know if you'd like that. But right now, guys, I apologize for the short show. But obviously you can see that Awful's internet is not going to stand up through this. We will not leave this as episode number 1. Episode number 1 we will have next week, and I will have it fully prepared. We will be clipped. We'll have an intro of some sort. Everything.
It's the ash can of history.
I don't know what he's replying to because that was probably from something I said 15 minutes ago. So, but, so are we live? Are you caught up now? Awful. Nope, not caught up. So,
am I live? I hope I am.
You're only about 5 seconds behind right now. You're like 5 seconds behind. So, Jake, we do not do StreamYard. This is not StreamYard. Everyone's like, this isn't a StreamYard problem. This is not a Stream Elements problem. This is Awful is broadcasting in the middle of a hurricane problem, okay? So that is all it is. I promise. We did not have this problem 2 weeks ago. I have not had this problem when I've ever tested anything out. It's just this. So, yeah, that's what happens. It's rainstorms, guys. You can't help it. It's, weather. What are you going to do, man? It's the internet. It's crazy. So, I'm going to wait here and let Awful say goodbye before I turn off. Apparently, Alt Jake and MJ might do a Spaces on X if you want to go over there and hang out. So I would say go there. But yeah, Jake, I would love to have. If Jake wants to come on sometime as a little, we could have a lot of people on here. We're kind of more loose. So, yeah, Jake. Hey, you know what? Next Thursday, be ready in case something like this happens again. We'll pop you on and we'll fill up here. But we're trying to keep it one-on-one with me and Awful for the most part. Because of it's easier to have a natural conversation with 2 people than it is to have a conversation with 4 people or 3 people, where we're not constantly talking over each other. We're not fighting for attention. It's like me and Awful can actually, when the internet's working, we can actually sit here and have a back and forth conversation where I say something and Awful responds and it moves on like that, right? And that's kind of the feeling that we're trying to achieve here. That's what we wanted in the first place. That's what, when we were talking about doing our own podcast. And it's nothing against what, we do with Marv on Toonie Talk. It's just a different thing, right? We want to me and Awful like talking to each other. We set each other up pretty well, and that's kind of what we want. But they are doing a space over there, so if you guys want to head over there, Awful, whenever you're ready, dude, just just chime in here so you can say peace. Awful might, I don't know, I won't be able to jump on a space just because, my phone sucks, but Awful might have better luck on his phone than he has on the internet, so I don't know if he might want to jump on over with MJ and Jake. I don't want to speak for him, though. I don't think he's coming back, guys. Oh, never mind. MJ's a pussy.
Yeah, definitely.
MJ's a pussy. He's got to go
I'm
to
sucking
bed.
right.
Yeah, he's dead. So he's not really dead. I'm sorry. He's not really dead. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize that this show wasn't very good. Can't help with internet stuff. It's what happens. This is, the Wild West out here. So, but from Awful Wrestling and from myself, and yeah, watch what's going to happen as soon as I start closing the show up, Awful's going to talk perfectly, and there's not going to be any problems. But I think this is time to cut it off. So yeah, hey, this is Awful. We lived up to our names. So, you know what? Maybe we'll do something this weekend. Maybe we'll have a little party this weekend. Have some fun. Pay attention to Discord. Pay attention to our Twitter accounts. I would like to do. I am in the mood. I have some stuff I want to talk about. I had some stuff that kind of needed to set up and stuff that we didn't get to. So maybe if Awful's down for it, we can set something up for this weekend and do a little bonus fun late night thing on Saturday or Sunday. So stay tuned for that. But until then, we will see you when we see you.